Welcome back, guys. This is fix. So today I took trades on gold. The first trade was a gold sell, and it was just a setup. I didn't took the trade. So this was Friday close. I was expecting price to drop, but it didn't. It just rode up, it moved up. So I got another trade, which was a buy. I took it and it paid out, which was worth 7 pips. So I want to take you step by step on how I got this trade. So I'll be deleting everything and start again. So first thing first, we shall go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we shall be marking out the previous day's high and low. So we shall be going to the Friday high, marking out Friday high and Friday low right here. So this can work for us like support and resistance. Let me make it bigger. So we mark out a previous day's high and low to work as support and resistance to help us to know where the market is really going. So heading to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we shall be looking for our supply zones, demand zones, trend lines, trend channels, trend patterns, all of that. So the 4 hour shows us the exact trend where the market is really going. So on the 4 hour, remember price was here. Remember it was a Friday and we are waiting for the market to open. So looking the previous data, we saw that the market had made a bullish flag, right here. Price had made a bullish flag, which you can see right there. So the market broke the flag, retested, then moved up right here, broke, retested, giving us trees at bottoms, then it rolled up, showing us that market was bullish. So starting from Thursday up to Friday, we knew that price had to go up after this retest. So after that retest, on the 4 hour, we shall be looking for support, resistance, trend lines, trend channels, patterns, supply and demand. So first thing first, we had a resistance right here. It was support, then becoming a resistance. You can see right there. So why is it a resistance? Let me show you why is it a resistance. So here it was support, market came back from the resistance, then a resistance. Why here resistance? Because it broke, closed inside, broke, closed inside, meaning that it was just a freak out. Market was not willing to pass that zone. So another zone we could mark was this zone, because here was a support zone, the resistance, then a support, which makes it a good zone. Hope you can see. So hope you can see here was the support, resistance, then a support, so which makes it a good zone to mark. So we could also mark out this low. Let me use a horizontal ray. Can also work well. No, let me use a rectangle, because the rectangle brings the whole thing on the table. So also that makes it a good zone. Someone will be asking, why is it a good zone? Here it was a resistance, price broke, became a support, then a support, then it moved up, so making it also a good zone. So another zones we could look at was that zone. Let me change even the color. So those zones, I could use them as my take profits if market reaches those zones. So for future use, you mark them because price respected them. So what do you see? We are seeing that the market formed a bullish flag, broke it, then moved up. So we're expecting bullish movement. So in the 1 hour, also expecting the same things: trend lines, supply and demand, and support and resistance also. So on the 1 hour, we can see clearly that market broke right here, it tested very well, then it pushed up. So for the confirmations, you can go to the M15 and M5, but mostly I use the M5. Yes. So on the 1 hour, I saw this. So if you want it proper, you can use a line graph, a line chart. So let me leave it as red. So the line chart can show you the exact points where to put your trend line. So you can see now the market showed us on the 1 hour that price was moving up after breaking. So broke, it tested the trend line, moved, it tested the trend line, moved, retested the trend line. So it was respecting the trend line, showing that buyers were willing to take the market up. So if you want it, you can also put it on the other side, right here, which also indicates that the market is printing a bearish flag. I love these chart patterns. No, God makes everything easy. So you see, a resistance, a support, again a resistance, a support, forming right here, double tops, broke, retesting, you know. I love God. So which indicating that price was retesting the zones. Remember, I'm showing you why I took the buy and the sell. So we can change to this candle. Why that candle? Because we are thinking that price has not yet opened. So we can remove this upper line because we're expecting price to come back and retest this zone. So heading to M15, remember price was at this red line right here before opening. Yes, before opening. So I was expecting, since price had come right from there, I saw this shoulder, head, then another shoulder printing right here. So I was expecting price to drop. That's why you saw first I had the sell setup, it failed, then I had the buy setup. So that was the sell setup. I was expecting price to drop, so I continued the M5 for more confirmations. Since the market was closed, I was expecting that price will drop. Why? Here we had ascending triangle, something like ascending triangle, something like a bearish flag. So I was hoping that price could drop. Yeah, I was hoping that price could drop. So I took my sell setup right here. My SL was above right there, and my TP was right here. I remember it was 1 2 3. Let me move this red line. It was 1 2 3. Then I woke up, and when the setup had failed, so after the setup failed, I waited, because I waited for market to come back to this 5 days resistance. Then price was not clear. I could not read anything from the market, so I waited. Price came back to my zone right here on my trend line, on 1 hour trend line. So coming back that zone, what did I see? First thing first, I saw this. So I remember it was M15. Was it M15? Yeah, it was M15. I saw that here it was a resistance, it was a support, then a support, triple bottom, you see. So I went to M5. Remember, most of the times I catch reversals on the zones that I'm expecting price to reverse from. I just wait for the confirmations. Another thing, we had a descending triangle, you see. The confirmations were clear, so I'm showing the buy I took. See, the buy I took, we had this descending triangle, so wanted price to break, retest, then to move up. As simple as that. So my first zones, I waited. I wanted price to come to retest these zones. That was my first zone. Then I had this zone. Also, I had this zone. So I wanted price to come back on either the three zones, giving me confirmation candles. Then I took a buy. So first zone, price just broke it. First zone, price through it. Second zone, price through it. Then I waited for the third zone, and price was like passing through it, then rejected, giving me a morning star candle on the 5 minute, and also another momentum candle, which showed me that price is willing to go up. So going to the M15, I saw that price is printing momentum candles right here. Price has started printing momentum candles, this candle, this candle. So I went my M15 on my M5 time frame. I caught my buy right here. I remember was right there. So getting it from the M15 after printing momentum candles, after price printing this one and this one. So on the third candle, I got my buy TP here. So going to M15, M5. So my SL was just below right here, and my TP my first TP was right there, if I don't forget. Yeah, that was the setup. So it was 2 to 95, 2 to 95. Yeah, that is how it was. So trading is simple, don't make it difficult. Trading is simple. I remember I hold the trade, then it reached 1 to 3. It reached 1 to 3. By the way, I was still holding, hoping, and it reached, then I closed. So that is how simple trading is. That is how simple trading is. So I got that reversal from the trend line. So we had this resistance right here. So price has been rejecting on that zone, so people took trades from there, and I remember it was worth from the M15. So you can see resistance, a freak out, another freak out. So you could just go to the M5 after freak out. You see if the market has retested the zone. The reason why I didn't take this sell, it was valid, but the reason why I didn't take that sell, because on the 1 hour we had inversion favored gap right here. We had this inversion, and I was expecting price to retest that inversion, then to go up. So you see price came back to the inversion favored gap right here, retested, then moved up. So I couldn't take the sales at first because I had that inversion favored gap, but for the second breakout, this breakout, you could take a sell because it freaked out, retested, then dropped, giving you a winning star candle pattern with a bearish engulfing candle with another momentum candle. So someone who was there, because for me, if I take a win, I don't look back again in the market after the London session. I don't want to know any other things, the New York, whatever, what. After the London session, if I get a good trade, then I'm not coming back to the charts. So after this momentum candle, you could take your sell right there, just sell above the retest, then targeting 1 2 3 first right here at the trend. Then after the break, you could at least target a 1 2 3, which was good. Someone could have made some good money. So what I want to show you, on the 1 hour we got a breakout. I think you can see we got a breakout. So also price showing that we got a retest right here. Let me change the color. So we are seeing that market broke the trend line on our trend line, and it's hoping to drop down. So now the M15, we want to see if market comes back. We want to get confirmations to sell, only to sell. So as if it retested first, broke, retested this support, because it has been a support for a long time, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, as if it retested this zone, then to drop. So anyone who was here, you got on the M15, you got a tweezer top, which is another good confirmation for the sales, but it was not enough. You could go to the M5 to see if you could see another confirmation to use. So on the M5, I'm seeing just momentum candles. Had this momentum candle and this, which are also not good confirmations for sale. Could go to the 1 minute. So on the 1 minute, we could see, let me use the line chart if you could get something. This is the line chart. Yes, I think you can see something. That is a bearish flag. Bearish flag showing that price anytime it's dropping. So after it broke the bearish flag right here, candle closing below, we could wait for market to retest this support zone in order to take the sales. So this was a support, you wanted the retest, which was that on the 1 minute time frame. We had the good confirmations on 1 minute time frame. M15 gave us tweezer top, M5 gave us momentum candles, bearish momentum candles. Even the 1 minute got good confirmation candles. After this long bearish candle, you could take your sell, SL above the retest zone, and first TP right here, which was 1 to 2. Then you could target 1 to 3. You could target 1 to 3. Yeah, 100 pips could be good for you. Good to go, which could be good to go. So as simple as that. If you want to trade gold correctly, catch reversals. Reversals are better. Sometimes reversals are better than continuations, because sometimes price could not sometimes price cannot print good confirmations to take the continuations. Most of the times price could just buy or sell without giving you room to enter the trade, but reversals are easy to catch if you know confirmations. The confirmations you need to consider to take the trade. If I'm on resistance, what confirmations do I need? A bearish engulfing candle, momentum candles, double tops, or tracer tops. Some confirmations you could use. Even Osama Slater can help you, showing you that divergence, marking out the surprise zones, the demand zones. If you know the confirmations, when price just hits your resistance or support zone, then you get the confirmations, then you're good to go. You can catch some like 80 pips, 100 pips, gold gives a lot. So as simple as that. So today we could have taken free wins. First setup was invalid. Second setup, I took this one. I didn't see this one because I was already out of the market. Then this one. All this happened in the New York session. Yes, in the New York session. But for me, I took my first trade in the London session and I was out of the market, getting on to 3. It's a good day. So trading is simple. Just make it simple. Start with the daily. Mark out the previous day's high and low. Make them as your support and resistances. If market comes back here, like it came back right here, let me show you. Like it came back right here, just wait for the confirmations. If it can give you any sell setup or any sell opportunity. So you can see we just had market like breaking, like giving you just not giving you good confirmations, then coming back, closing inside, then like doing its thing right here, giving you here a double top. You can see a double top. These guys, I didn't pay attention on it. We got a double top right here. Then you could mark out the neckline. You see, you could mark out the neckline. After market testing the neckline, you could have taken this sell, this short sell right here. After you test this sell above that candle, looking for like first TP on this zone, because it was once a support zone. So you could take a first TP right here. Then if you could use a break even, if you wanted 1 to 3 like to this zone, they would have hit your break even, but still in profits, still in profit. So simple as it is. So trading pattern is so good. So even right here I had a triple bottom. I remember I marked it, but I didn't go for it because market was rejecting on this red line, also respecting the 1 hour inversion fair value gap. So simple as it is. I don't want to be in the New York sagas, after taking the London trade good, then you could go and do other things, man. You can do other things, as simple as it is. So the day having 5 setups, but take the most accurate one, like not being the accurate, but setups with more confirmations, setups with more confirmations that you are like 85% it might play out, like this one and this one, even this one, you know, if even if you could not take this one, you could take this one, because on an hour it gave you, on 1 minute it gave you good entry points. If you could not take this one was good. After breakout retest giving you engulfing candle, evening star candle, momentum candle, it was good to take. Even this one, it was, you know. So nothing to say. That's how was today. Today is still Monday. It's still Monday. So we are waiting for tomorrow. By 12:00 a.m. I'll be marking out my Monday's high and Monday's low. Then waiting for the London session. You know, waiting for London session to open. So I'll be marking out. I'll be marking my zones, support and resistances, trend lines. Then just wait for the London to open. Then get the trade. If I take a loss, that's a loss. If I take a win, that's a win. You know, as simple as it is. Make trading simple. Yeah, just wait for the right setups. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to get more content like this. So have a nice trading week.